That's right. Oh, yeah. That's right. Say it with me now. It's another podcast. That's right, baby. Another podcast with your boy. Your favorite cousin, Bill. We're sitting here. It's Thursday night. We watching on Drunk Banthas streams. You're watching on Nerds at Night on X. You know what? It must be the Bantha Bunch show. Well, let's go. Give yourself a hand. Tell everybody I said hello. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How y'all doing out there? Let me know. Put it in the comments. It's a beautiful fucking day. It's a beautiful day. I feel like I sound hella loud. Woo! Let me know. How y'all doing out there in the world? Make sure you get into the comments and let us know how you feeling. Talk to me, baby. You know what I mean? Get in here with your boy. Touch yourself. But before you do that, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? Get in here. Oh, shit. Hold on. There we go. Oh, there we go, guy. Sorry. My friend here was having a little trouble. Yeah. Make sure y'all come on in here. Hit that button. Share this shit. You gotta share it. You gotta share it right now. You gotta share it with all your friends. It's very important shit. We got very important shit going on here tonight. You know what? We're talking about it. Welcome to Derry. Oh, I said it right for those who aren't aware. That has been an issue. But this time, I said it right, so that means we're going to have a good night. Woo! I feel it. I feel it in my fucking bones. Oh, well, it's not an actual bone. Anyway, it's going to be episode 7 tonight. Gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a little bit of a gangbang type thing today. We're gonna be getting in multiple guests here, hopefully. So, with that being said, I mean, you know.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up?, where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Please come watch us wherever you are. We're available on the Drunk Banthas channel. We're available on Drunk Banthas streams right here where you're watching on YouTube. And we are also available on X, on Nerds at Night, and Nerds at Night on YouTube. Man, Jesus Christ. I'm going to just have to start saying, look in the description, but that would mean I'd have to start putting it in the description. So that's not going to happen, clearly.
Yusuf said, well.
I don't know. I think I love that. I think I'm in love with that drop. What y'all think? Do I use it too much? Does my microphone sound weird? It sounds weird to me. I don't know. We'll get it figured out, though. Oh, check it out. Come on. Yo, that is so bothering me, though. What the hell? What the hell? Does it? What? Sorry. God damn it. Hold on a second. Oh,
Hello.
what's happening there, dude?
Everything is everything. What's up, you beautiful nerds?
Oh man, they can't hear you. Do you hear like this thing on top of my?
No.
Yeah,
You said you can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
It just sounds like this fuzz sound is in my ear
No, you sound good.
with a microphone. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, no, there's like this. It's happening. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear it before, people, and now you can't unhear it.
What's up, Fizz Bantha? He said you both sound okay.
Is this okay? Well, I don't. So it's okay.
Sounds annoying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to not pay it any attention. Sounds like something's wrong. I'm gonna have to just not pay any attention tonight because tonight is a big night. Big night ahead of us. Yeah, we're talking about welcome to Derry episode. This is episode 100 of our show, so or the Banthas show.
Huzzah.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Left my weed out of range. I'll grab it later.
Good. Come on, baby. I think I figured out what's going on, but I can't do anything about it. So anyway,
Bummer.
I just sound like a box, in my opinion. What up, Kid Bantha? He said you both sound okay, like you just said, but I don't believe you. Anyway, yeah, how's it going, dude?
Tip top, man. Doing great. Just been going through these screeners that we got. Watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You today. And yesterday I watched Zootopia 2 and Sentimental Value. So
Zootopia 2 and Sentimental Value.
Yeah, two very different movies.
You got two different modes going on in your brain right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And If I Had Legs, I Would Kick You. I heard it was a comedy. It was not very funny. I haven't watched Hamnet yet. If Bantha asks, is Hamnet good in the chat? I got the screener for that, but I have not watched it yet because I've heard it's pretty emotional. I'm working my way into it. I did watch Hedda.
Which one did you just say? I had a headphone in my ear. Which one did you just say was good?
Or Hamnet. I haven't seen yet.
Hamnet. You hadn't seen Hamnet yet.
Yeah, it's apparently about Sherlock's son or something. What up, Simulation Presents?
Sherlock, like Sherlock Holmesy?
Oh, not Sherlock. Sorry, Shakespeare's son.
Oh, I was like, bro, let's get it in. Let's go talk some Sherlock. Wait, why would I care about Shakespeare's son?
That's the $1 million question. Apparently, it's a great movie, but I on paper, it doesn't seem like something I'd be interested in, so I haven't watched it yet. And it's also supposed to be just really emotional.
All right.
My way up to it.
Shout out to that. Shout out to Simulation Presents. Shout out to me not being able to figure this thing out, but it's all good. I think, dude, it's such a weird situation right now.
Fifth Bantha said in the chat, if you want Sherlock, then Millie Bobby Brown has you covered there. Yeah, she's plays like Enola Holmes or something like that, right? Sherlock's little sister or something.
Weird.
Henry Cavill plays Sherlock in the movies.
God. Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen them, but apparently they're pretty good.
There's some movies those already exist.
Yeah, they're Netflix movies, so kind of. It's a Netflix movie, so they kind of exist.
I need to do better. I need to do better. I need to do better on Netflix. I don't be watching Netflix for real. Definitely not since like I started doing week to week shows on here. Talking about, well, now I can't remember any of them, but we did some. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, like the docu-series.
Y'all lied to me. I did not sound good. I knew I sounded boxy. Look at that. Ooh, wee. Now that sounds better. Now I still hear that. Well, we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, that still sounds annoying, but
It does. Usually I sound just like you sound. You sound like I sound. And I sound like we sound. We all sound.
we all sound.
We all sound for ice sound. But yeah. Let's get right to it real quick, kind of in a way, because we've been talking about other shit. How'd you feel about this episode, Alex? Welcome to Derry, episode 7, The Black Spot. We knew, or at least I knew, some bad shit was gonna happen coming up in this episode. No bueno. And I guess we all know that going forward in this entire show, it's going to get pretty fucking spooky because we're getting to the end and none of these people are alive in the 80s. None of these people are alive in chapter 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that Will has a certain amount of plot armor because he has to at least stay alive long enough to have Mike, the black kid in the It movies. Yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I did really like this episode. The show just continues to get better. Fifth Bantha said in the chat, this episode finally really felt like horror. I definitely agree. It definitely was more horrific. We're fully into the Pennywise of it all now, and we got some really cool kills. Like one specifically that was that was insane. That involved a cleaver. We'll get to it, but yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. And I was going into it thinking it was the finale, but it was not. We still got one more.
Because you don't listen. Listen. We talked about it here. Penultimate. Now, Alex, though, this is the finale coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Finale. Got it. No, excuse me. I forgot what I was gonna say as a response to what you were gonna say because this threw me off. This episode finally felt like horror. I mean, the first episode is one of the craziest first episodes I think I've ever seen of television.
Yeah, somebody gave birth to a mutant baby.
Somebody gave birth to a mutant baby, and then children were ravaged. A baby child was ravaged to death.
Yeah.
And then in the second episode, they just decided they needed to show part of that again.
Yeah. And we got another upsetting birth scene with Ronnie.
So I don't know. Maybe you could say the last 3 episodes haven't been very horror-y, but man, the first 3 episodes were crazy.
Yeah, this episode, I will agree that it's just more horrific just because of the massacre of it all, on top of Pennywise doing his old bullshit. But yeah, you're right. It definitely has had horror elements the whole throughout the series.
I felt so. Fifth said it's hard to tell where it can go. Hard to tell indeed. Was I supposed to send you a link? Did I forget to send you a link?
A link to.
I'm sending you a link. Fifth. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, but if I wasn't, then you don't need to do anything. But if I was, then I'm sorry. And I just sent it. Get off my back. But I forgot what you were saying. But
I think you were going to comment on Banthas' comment on it. It's hard to tell where it can go from here.
No. I was gonna let that slide because I've heard. But I was just saying I forgot what you had said in regards to how you felt about the movie. But I mean the show. But I liked this episode. I felt like it got to business. It didn't waste no time, which basically speaks to how much I like the first episode, right? Because that's where we pick right up from. Like we pick right up from the end of the last episode. Crackers outside with gats, you know,
yeah,
masks and gats. Apparently, in the book, it was. Excuse me. Apparently, in the book, the mob shows up with the KKK hoods on and everything. So it was a toned down version of that. Right. In this episode, some people I've heard say they didn't quite pull it off as good as the book did. And then when I realized that, the book, they're referencing the fact that the book had everybody show up in Klan robes. I was like, you know what? I got it. I didn't need the Klan robes. I don't think it would have been better if they'd have got the robes out.
Yeah, it didn't. Oh.
Shit. Shut up, Alex. We gotta guess. It's the fifth band.
What up, though?
Commence to jiggling, everybody.
How we doing, guys?
Good to see you, bro.
Commence to jiggling.
Yeah, it's cold, man. This stupid winter stuff's got to go.
Oh yeah, bring it. Bring it. We're here in LA. Bring the winter.
Yeah, y'all don't know what winter is in LA.
Yeah, we really don't.
Man,
You're in the desert.
We spent basically a week in Boston, Massachusetts. So
Boston.
This year, in the last couple of weeks, we've spent some time there. So that is about as cold as it gets, baby.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
I've never been there time of year. Or year. But you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, Morgan.
My sister.
So what?
There we go. That's better there.
I can move it forward if it makes you happier.
Oh, that's good. You just kind of sounded like I sounded earlier. Now you're good. We're good.
See, I couldn't tell that you sounded anyway earlier. So
there you go. That's why we need. That's why look, Alex. That's why I don't turn music up too loud all the time. See, because I need to be able to make sure I can hear. I don't end up not hearing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex. This is the difference between a sound engineer and me and you.
Yeah.
It said, "Fifth, you look like a teenager."
Yeah, right. Yeah, without the beard, you look like a baby boy.
He said, "Well, but with better reference, like a more relatable comment that he has here, relatable to a topic here is he says, well, I mean, Klan robes would be silly in the 60s. If it was the 40s, it would be appropriate. Let me tell you, sir. It could be the 40s, the 60s, the 30s, the 20s,
the 70s, the 80s,
the 2000s. You're going to have Klan robes. But yes, in the 60s, their registered numbers were lower than in the 30s but then don't forget in the 70s, they had another boost in rankings. Okay, anyway, let's talk a little. We can talk about Ku Klux Klan history on another episode of the Bantha Bunch Show.
Y'all stay tuned for that.
That's really something that could happen. Like, so look out for that episode.
Yeah, y'all stay tuned for that.
I will say that, beyond like the historical accuracy of it, they just didn't really establish that there was a clan presence in Derry earlier in the series. So I think it would have came out of nowhere if they just showed up in this episode without like having some sort of allusion to that earlier on.
Nah. There was whites. They was angries.
Yeah, they've been showing that it's racist ever since that family moved in.
Well, yeah, but I think that's all you need to that point. You don't need them showing up.
Yeah.
I will say this. I kind of like that. They did not use
I kind of do too.
tropes. And I think it's because there is this weird idea that, you know, you weren't racist if you weren't in the Klan, and if you weren't in the Klan, you probably didn't like do any bad things to black people. Like nothing ever got out of hand or anything like that.
Right.
You mean lies?
And so I'm glad that they showed. You mean lies? So I'm glad that they showed this, because this is the kind of stuff that would happen. I hate the narratives that, like, just because you weren't in the Klan, my daddy didn't never do nothing bad to nobody, or my daddy didn't do nothing bad to black people. He didn't hate black people. Look. What about that? What about that time your daddy burned down that nagger's house? Look. Look. That was an accidental fire. My daddy was trying to help him. Look, he just couldn't get in there to save him.
He put him out with gasoline.
Like, I was there. Your daddy killed that nigger. He killed him. It's like, no, he didn't.
I'm mistaken.
Stop telling people that. We need to just have these moments where they could just, you know, where people can just be bad people, you know, not because they're in a group, an organization, not because they meet up on every third Tuesday and fucking drink
they
beer.
all go to the same church in the same small town.
It's just because they all are alive. Because bad things happen in all of our tribes. Good people on both sides. But there was no good people on one side of this, and so it was very fucked up situation. I was very excited about seeing this scene though, because like the whole time I've been trying not to spoil anything about the black spot. All the thing takes place because I fucking did too much research and found out too much shit.
Spoilers.
But I was always trying to figure out, man, how the hell are they going to do this burning in a building thing? Like I never seen no TV show or no movie do no whole like we're burning in a building thing. Really, like it's always interpretive type thing, and it's always like, oh no, and then you got to run out because fire is a big issue in Hollywood. You can't burn just everything up. And cost a lot of money when you do get a chance to burn some shit up, and then CGI looks really bad with fire a lot of the time. So
yeah, it's hard to do.
I was trippy. I mean, I was excited to see what it was going to look like. Morgan, since you just got up in here, technically, what you thought about that scene? How did you like how they did this whole first 15 minutes of the movie? I mean, the TV show.
Just the first 15, all the minutes. Were pretty much Bernie in this episode.
Yeah.
Watching them get out was crazy because that's when Pennywise showed up. So that was all wild. But watching all those men run in and one of them see his relative there and wanting her to leave and then acting like fools. I mean, that's exactly what I expected to happen when the trucks pulled up last week.
When the trucks pulled up.
I will say this. I prefer kabuki mask over collared shorts and pitchforks and torches and whatever else they're doing these days.
Are you saying
the mask?
Are you saying that one
the tiki torches? Yeah.
No, I'm saying you're saying that one is more threatening than the other
No, one's just more if I have to see them on the fucking street, then I'd rather see cool, funny masks that at least look like they're smiling instead of a bunch of ugly ass white dudes that think they're the master race.
Mr. President, thanks.
What's interesting about this town is it seems like everybody pretty much could be a good person if they weren't being influenced by like the worst entity in the
Is it really the entity?
No, it seems like they could, because like everybody kind of has this like, hey, everything's okay type attitude until someone is like having a good time. It seems like a pattern. Like when somebody's like experiencing joy or like love, seems like it's just, Pennywise just comes out of nowhere and just goes, boop, nope.
Or Marge.
What you're doing over there trying to be shit? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like leading all the way up until the massacre. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like people can't be happy in Derry. And that's kind of why people say, well, that's just Derry. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But
why not move?
Well, he has been secreting into the water supply for decades. So that's like they mentioned that's affecting him. So he's definitely having some sort of effect on the town.
Pennywise.
They start fucking. It was gross.
Sorry. When you said secreting into the water.
Moist.
That's all I can think of when you said that. I don't know why, but secreting in the water is crazy.
Hey, he might be they didn't explain exactly how these secretions are happening. He might be pooping, he might be, jerking off.
Or he might be in the sewer in a pile of dead body parts that are all seeping into the sewer and groundwater.
Yo, nobody getting cancer. Everybody getting fucking insane.
That was a really cool visual of him just in a pool of bodies. It's like, that's how you hibernate, bro.
Why did they wake him up? Like the one thing you shouldn't have done. Y'all were clear. You were in the clear, dude.
Yeah, can we talk about Shaw for a second?
Jump into how fucking stupid that shit is. Let's do it.
Yeah,
because
that's what mattered.
That's just a terrible plan. Just like
Before we jump into it, I want to see what simulation has to say. Pin on Shaw real quick. That's what you're about to say, right? Something about Shaw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, 1 second. Simulation presents says, I just now realize what that penguin is doing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Looked like Chris Farley just realized it too. He was like, oh my god.
Hey, okay. That guy ain't wearing no coat.
Maybe you are also, maybe you're not the only one person. I mean, maybe you're not the only person who has just come to that realization. So.
We have other innocent viewers.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
Simulation is not an innocent viewer. He's innocent in the sense that he hasn't murdered anyone, but he's innocent. He's not an innocent viewer, so I don't know why he's never heard that one. But
he's pretty innocent. I wouldn't fault him for nothing.
I like it.
Cool.
And it's totally never going anywhere, so don't worry about it. If you don't know what it is still right now.
We can't help it. That's another podcast.
Right. Alex, what were you going to say about Shaw? What were you going to say?
Yeah, so like you were mentioning, it becomes revealed that Shaw and the military, I forgot what the name of their organization or their sect of the military is called, but it's revealed that he just wants to destroy one of the pillars rather than move the pillars to tighten the cage on the entity. And I guess his reasoning behind this is just like open the
Stupid.
cage doors of the zoo and then the world will be a better place. I don't understand his reasoning.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Man, the legend.
That's not your fault that was fucking stupid. But you did just explain exactly what fucking happened. You did not get that wrong. You are absolutely right. That is fucking
First, can we just say, if I pick up a piece of like whatever and there's runes inscribed into it, destroying it is probably not the best idea. Like, I know you want to melt it down into a gun or whatever so that you can Pennywise the world, but when you cross the runes up, I know that breaks stuff. And y'all was in the clear, man. He was asleep. He was asleep in some dead folks, and you had to go breaking runes and stuff. Like, you, man, I don't know. It seemed like an obvious, duh, you're stupid.
I have a excuse me, I have a theory about that one soon, just so you know. Just
okay.
Okay.
I have a theory that if you destroying that one pillar is the reason that when in the 80s they try to get rid of when they try to use the like the incantation to lock up Pennywise, it doesn't work. Remember that one time it doesn't work? Because I think it was because that other pillar would. I mean, that's my theory. It could be, who knows? Whatever.
I've been wanting to rewatch the movies. I rewatched most of it too with you the other day, but I've been waiting to watch the first movie again because I know after the show is over, I'm gonna wait. What'd you say?
That was 2 months ago. Yes, you did watch it with me.
Just the other day.
Yeah, just the other day. But yeah, I've been waiting to watch the first movie until the show's over because I know I'm gonna have like a Pennywise sized hole in my heart after the show is over.
I'd get that checked out.
Yeah, that sounds like a big problem. But let me ask you, Alex, since we moved back and forth, though, how did you feel about that first scene, man? That well, I guess it was. I said the first 15 minutes, but it was actually like the first 20, 25 minutes of the episode. If you include from the time that it started till old buddy gets his face chopped off.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, it was effectively horrifying. Yeah, like that cleaver scene was like a really great kill. He just grabs him by the head and chops him in half and starts eating them like a fucking cassava melon. It was amazing. And
the sausage.
My butt cheek is warm. And amidst all that, you have all this horrifying shit with these racist white people are killing all the patrons of the Black Spot. People who aren't burning inside are getting shot as they try to escape through the windows. It's just a terrible sight. And like also, the kids trying to get out, Richie's terrible fate. Trying to, you definitely called that, Bill, that Richie made a sacrifice to save Marge.
Smoked Cuban.
You're welcome.
That's pretty good.
Smoke.
I don't know who said that. It's been the only joke in my head since I watched.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm not right.
But yeah, no, I definitely I teared up during multiple moments during this episode. Pretty much anytime Marge talks about Rich later on, it just makes me start bawling. But yeah, that was
when you texted me that, I thought you were just. I thought that was weird when you texted me that because I was like, why does he keep going outside and play basketball? Every time Rich die, I go out and start playing basketball.
It's okay, Alex.
Like,
We
I
love you
go out
anyway.
and start balling every time this nigga die. This nigga died. Every time they say his name, I go balling.
Gotta play out my emotions.
I was like, all right, man. Alex, I gotta look out for Alex. I've been stretching and shit, ready for you next time you come over here. But you meant crying, and that is weird now. That is strange. That is actually more strange than balling. You know, that it pains my heart that I was so right about that. That was fucking sad. That was a really sad shit. I didn't cry, but that was a fucking terribly sad scene, a terribly sad moment. Really appreciated being right, and I couldn't have done it without this show, you know. So
am I wrong, or could both of them have not fit in that refrigerator if they was really wanting to?
Remember, he was talking about how thick she was. You know?
Yeah, but he could have cuddled in that thickness and held on tight.
How, he was talking about how she had the nicest boobs or butt. Did he say nicest butt?
I don't remember. I just know
he was talking about it at the diner. He had said something about I think he said butt, or maybe he said boobs, but he was like, they didn't say.
I thought he said face, so we're just all over the world.
I think he did say
no. I'm talking about when they were sitting at the diner. Him and Will were sitting at the diner and like, or something like that. And he's like, who do you think's got the best boobs, or who's got the best butt, or tatas, or something? He said something like that.
Yeah, it was some euphemism for breasts, I think he said. Yeah, like tatas or something like that.
So I don't know. Maybe she's
little kids.
Maybe she's a little bigger than the other girls, is what I'm saying. So maybe he was just like
little bitty.
Wouldn't she have suffocated anyway? Like just being in the
she would have. That's what I kept saying. I'm like, this bitch is dead whether you put her in there.
We gotta answer one question at a time. One question at a time. First things first. It did look like there was enough room, but I think that's just they fucked up with the camera. They had to make a big box big enough for the camera and her to be in there. And it just ended up being a little too much space for you to believe that there wasn't enough room for Richie. Richie little. Richie real little. He probably the littlest person in this whole goddamn show. Right? So, and there was a flying baby. Remember? There was a flying baby in this show.
That was bigger
Richie
than
might be smaller than that baby. But yes, she might have suffocated, right? But you could tell it was broken. The refrigerator was broken, whatever it was, icebox.
So smoke would have come in?
Some smoke would have come in, but maybe not enough smoke to suffocate her, right? Dead. I don't know. Dead. Well, also, we don't know how long it took them to get
Hollywood
there.
magic.
No, we don't know how long it took the firemen to get there. I thought that was kind of weird. We didn't see anything like leading up to that. I thought it was weird that we see them just pop in and we're just grabbing this girl out of this. Come on, little white girl, get out of this refrigerator. Why not show them like hosing down the build? Like the first thing y'all did was just walk in here all casual. And then there was this girl in here, and then y'all were just like, hey.
Because the same actors had to take their mask off and go put their firefighter uniforms on because, in small towns.
Oh, you mean, yeah, they had to, yeah, so, yeah, okay. All right, well,
started the fire.
So, yeah, Alex, I agree with you. I like the scene, too. I bounced around to say, I thought that shit looked really bad at first. First viewing, I was like, this fire looks like shit.
It didn't look great.
This looks like bad fire. But second time I watched it, it didn't really bother me. I don't know why. Maybe my brain had already succumbed to the fact
you lowered expectations.
I didn't like it. Not necessarily lowered expectations. I just didn't like how the fire looked. It wasn't until Pennywise shows up that the fire kind of looked decent.
Yeah.
But it was like building up, the fire like building up. That was cool. And then the I'm running around in the fire kind of shit looked crazy. I guess my suspension of disbelief was there for when Pennywise was there, because it's like he's manipulating what your visuals are, what you're able to see, perceive. But then, like, as before that, why is it that this shit looked kind of like Scanner Darkly a little bit? You know what I mean? Like, it felt like, why is this nigga in hell? Like, why is he actually and then Pennywise show up and is it like, I couldn't tell that there was a room that they were going through and then stuff was falling down. Like, I couldn't tell why things were happening the way they were happening at a certain point. So I just felt like it got messy and a little too busy.
Yeah, to your point,
that might have been intentional though, because they were trying to show the panic of the scene and really get through the trying to get everybody out, which I thought felt really slow, and like nobody was really concerned with getting these people out, and that part kind of bothered me.
Well, yeah. Well, to your point, to your point earlier, Bill, about how it's hard to film fire. Like, I think a lot of the visual wonkiness was during like the oneer at the beginning of the scene, because there's like a lot of CGI smoke and the camera's moving in a lot of places where like they just like safely can't just have fires just going on and have people running through the actors running through the space. So there's also a lot of CGI fire. So it just doesn't look as good because of how like ambitious that first shot was, though it did effectively like put you in the space like of like panic and terror that the characters are in. I think that the visuals kind of suffered for it.
So you just said the actors are soft these days.
Yeah, they can't run through fire.
Right? Like, come on, man. Baby would have done his own stunts.
Fortunately, and you'll never hear me say this about any other situation, fortunately, the studios are the ones who are soft, because most of these actors will do some stupid, crazy ass shit.
That is true.
Especially if they find out another one of these motherfuckers did it. What?
Yeah.
Will Smith did it? Nah, bring it over, bro. I'm gonna do it.
Tom Cruise does all his own stunts.
Fuck, I'm doing it, bro. Fuck it, bro.
The producer is gonna be like, and we don't have the insurance for that.
It's like, no, you're not doing that. Simulation Presents says Smoke Cuban is such an out of pocket thing to say. Fifth,
he's not wrong,
but it's so true. It is so true. Well, first of all, he says, I'm being serious. I just wanted to get to this. I'm being serious. It never registered to me why y'all used why y'all used that clip, and then I saw it last night. Oh man, yeah. Well, we use it a lot, and it's I feel very, very good that and appreciative that you would stay with us so long, not knowing what the fuck we're doing that for. Not even asking, trusting in our powers that we know what the fuck we're doing. I appreciate it.
And now he's got it saved on his phone.
I'm shocked that the shop wasn't dropped by name, but I still think The Mist is coming.
Interesting.
All of that sounded like a Dr. Seuss book, for as far as I know. Morgan, he's talking about books.
Yeah, I know that The Mist is another Stephen King novel, because they made a movie about it. Thomas Jane movie, like back in like the early 2000s.
And then you had the shop with whatever you want, as long as you're willing to make a deal with the devil.
Oh yeah, that is that what that? Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, I know that because of the Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know.
That was excellent.
No, that is.
But I don't think that this is going to go into like a Castle Rock direction where they just like sort of start incorporating that much stuff from the Stephen King stuff. I think it's just all going to be directly it related. stuff.
Maybe some news articles, or you hear something on the radio about something that happened at Castle Rock or something crazy like that.
I think that if we're going to go down that road at any point, it'll happen. I think it'll happen in the last season or the next season or the last season of this series.
I don't know how much more they can do between now and the 1980s.
What are you talking about? No. They're going backwards every season for this.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go back.
Every season going forward, the next 3 seasons. I think it's got 4 seasons. So anyway, so the next 2 or 3 seasons, it will be going backwards. So
it'll be the 30s the next season.
Each 27-year cycle will be explored. That is mentioned in the book. Can't remember what it is, but I got my old trusty notebook right now on yonder. I ain't opening it right now. Why? Why would I not? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. That's why. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the cycles. So I don't know which cycle is next, but I can't remember which cycle is next, but the possibility of them going into different books and or tower series type situations is still kind of wide open. You know, I think it kind of depends on how much it makes sense to do it and how popular this show is, you know, and how much money it continues to make going forward. But I mean, there's still a possibility, I guess. Simulation Presents says, I'm calling it. I think Stephen King is gonna drop a new book for the Dark Tower, and Pennywise is responsible for the circumstances. The Gunslinger is in.
I'll buy that book.
And
I'll buy it today.
Him in his ultimate form.
Gimme.
Hold on now.
I have not.
You did a lot there right now.
Yeah, I haven't read the books, the Dark Tower books, so I'm not as familiar with those characters, and I haven't seen that movie because everybody said it was bad.
My responsible parent of a mother gave me the Dark Tower books when I was way too young for the Dark Tower books. And I fell in love with them.
What movie, Alex?
The Dark Tower with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah, man, I never saw that.
Yeah, nothing like the books.
Well, then what is the point of me watching it?
Yeah, that was another thing. I heard that it wasn't true to the books and it wasn't very good. So I was like,
I've literally heard that damn near about everything we've talked about. Like,
okay,
and The Shining, Stephen King did like that shit. Like,
yeah, because he changed a lot about the book apparently.
Did he even like these new movies? Did he like them?
I can't imagine he liked The Running Man.
I can't imagine anybody liked The Running Man.
The Long Walk.
I heard The Long Walk is good, but I haven't seen it.
I'm saying, I got he like. That's what I'm just.
Oh,
yeah. Who knows, Steven, if you're in the chat, please let us know.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
And, come on, dude. You know Rick ain't answering these. He ain't answering nobody. Simulation says not ruining it, but Pennywise has been hinted at. The last Dark Tower book feels like a Pennywise drop. I mean, Pennywise trap.
Yep, I can see that. It definitely feels that way through at least the second half of the second book and the third book.
Pennywise definitely seems like I was just gonna say Pennywise definitely seems like a bigger and more interesting character than one that could be handled by a couple little kids.
Well, Pennywise is like the darkness or representation of the darkness in all of the Stephen King books, kind of, right? Like,
Well,
With
yeah, that is
Get through Pet Cemetery and
Mr. Gray. That's why people think that Bob Gray in this one is Mr. Gray in the
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher book, and that Mr. Gray could be in other it could be portrayed by other entities within the other books, because there's always this central figure that basically is kind of like vampiric, like vampires are kind of like a play off of what simply kind of take place. Like this dude eats people, right? Feeds off their fear, right? And then there's like other examples, I believe, in other Stephen King novels where motherfuckers suck up on you.
yeah, it's the same. It's the same antagonist almost in a lot of them. Like you see the the stand, the Vegas scenes, you know, where the MOON that spells moon, and we get out there, and that guy, he's got supernatural powers. He's got the whole evil guy thing going on. He just doesn't look like a clown. Doesn't mean it's not the same darkness.
Well, I guess that was going to be my question, is like, will he end up like you guys are saying here that Pennywise could be popping up at the end of the last Dark Tower book, right? Do you think it'll be Pennywise? Like he'll show up as Pennywise, the dancing clown, because he's no longer able to inhabit the area, the universe that he was in before? Or do you think he'll just show up now as like this entity, the glue, the evil?
I think it's going to be the glue, more that kind of entity, not the dancing clown, because that would make more sense with the other antagonists and such. But yeah, that's a really good question, because I mean, I know that the Dark Tower series, you kind of always have this overarching, like you can feel Pennywise's essence once you know what to look for. Like on your first read through, you had no idea, and then somebody was like, "Oh, Pennywise might have been pulling strings," and then you read it again, you're like, "Oh, okay." It starts to meld things together some, but even then, it's kind of a stretch. So I don't know where they're going to go with it. I would like to see a Welcome to the Dark Tower and do a real good Dark Tower series based on the books, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they did a Dark Tower movie. That doesn't seem, haven't read the books, but it doesn't seem like anything you can make into a movie.
I love Idris, but no, that was not doing it.
I mean, it seems like it has to be a television show, regardless of who's in it. It just, to me, seems like if you're going to do any type of series of books, unless it's Harry Potter or some shit, you're going to need to make that a TV series, because if it's not silly, childish, I don't know a better way to put it, but if it's not like something very simple, that's not going to translate well over years of having to consume this content. I went to school. I was in school. I don't want no more homework. Now I have to do homework too, and that's what people complain about with the Marvel movies, right? It's like, so I sorry, I had a rant that went through my head. But anyway, but yeah, because I don't agree with that about the Marvel movies, but that's what people complain about. So if you're gonna do that, then why do that? Like, don't do that with a rated R movie. Basically, is what I'm saying. Don't set me up for that. It's not the Kingsman, man. I don't want to try to keep up with this shit all the time, man. Goddamn. But
and to your point, like even with Harry Potter, like there's a lot of people's complaints about those movies, and I haven't read those books, but they say that they took a lot of stuff out of the books to compensate for just like a cinematic narrative and timing, and which is why I think a lot of people are excited about the TV show, because it'll be able to flesh out those things a little bit better. Like And compared to like something like Game of Thrones, where like I read the first book and watched the first season, it's pretty much like note for note. So I think, look, to your point, shows like this give an opportunity to get into all the lore. If like this lore is really dense, like this or Dark Tower.
That's why The Witcher works, because it's a heavy lore show, and they could have content for decades through all those books.
Instead of doing a movie, though. Because then when you do the movie, then you have to decide, okay, well, what are we going to... We got to talk about this. Well, then, okay, well, then how do we... This nigga. How we get that in there, then? And then they horn some shit, and then you're just like, all right, this was fucking annoying.
And they take out the important stuff to shoehorn in that exposition, and it's like you ruin the whole thing.
Does have to go, because something does have to go. I hate the books for Game of Thrones. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I watched the show first. So really, there's like the first book is literally word for word, damn near everything that fucking happened in the first season. I was so pissed off about that. Like, why the fuck am I reading this book?
Reading the script.
I wasn't even reading it. I'm fucking listening to the book.
And it's funny. I remember something.
Now I'm just watching the TV show without looking at it. I might as well just turn on HBO and fucking just not even look at it and just let it play. Sorry,
just listen to it. No, I was just gonna say that I remember it's pretty much the same as the first season, except there is like one flashback chapter that I remember like when I read it. And this is like when the second season was starting. I was reading the first season book. I was like, oh, like spoilers for Game of Thrones, like the whole show. But I was like, oh, I guess John is not like it just basically told you who John's mom was. I was like, oh, it's kind of revealed in the very first book. I mean, if you're, I don't know, paying attention.
Yeah, looking back.
There are other situations that then contradict those thoughts, though. But as well, you're talking about, I know what you're talking about. The flashback. Tower of Greyjoy.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. But I don't want to get into Game of Thrones conversation.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I
soon enough, my friend.
We were going down it. But yeah, check out this channel, Drunk Banthas Streams, and Nerds at Night on Twitter. And make sure you're here right here, goddammit, for that Dunkin' Egg Game of Thrones. Ooh,
oh yeah,
TV show coming. I'm doing
That's
like
great.
this. It's like
It's coming.
When
When is that dropping?
January, isn't it?
January, I think next month. Yeah, I think it's next
Okay.
month. Man, hey, good book. Not gonna lie, good book. Check it out on Audible. If you ain't got time to be picking up pages, you know what I'm saying, or your girlfriend and your wife won't let you put no more stuff in your house. You just get that book on Audible. You know what I'm saying? A future sponsor of the Drunk Banthas channel. But we did have, because we have gone way into the weeds here. Let me ask y'all how y'all felt about Miss Kirsch. Miss Kirsch popped out on y'all and had this very heartfelt moment with her father.
Yeah.
Alex, real quick, how did you feel about the scene that we had with Pennywise and her and his periwinkle? Excuse me. And because that's short, I want to also go back into to speak also to the relationship that they had we were introduced to at the beginning of the episode as well. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know I say this every week, but it must be expressed. I cannot believe this woman is 67 years old. But she continues to do an amazing job. She looks
older in the clown makeup
Sorry, continue.
She weirdly did, yeah.
57 is the new 20.
I just think it's so crazy. They took her actual face off and then she looked older. Continue, Alex.
Yeah, it's so strange. But yeah, I really liked that scene. Again, like just with the crazy way Pennywise killed her husband. It was so satisfying because he was a piece of shit. He was like, I was like, I will beat the shit out of you in these woods if you do not take that paint off of your face.
He's like, you're not even. He didn't say when I get home, I'm gonna make you black and blue. He said you go get home, be black and blue. Like if you don't go home now, you go get home black and blue. What?
And
he said, "You didn't even ask for my permission to marry her. Here's my response."
And like it's funny because he wasn't even like get in the car. I'm taking you home. He's like, I don't know how the fuck you got here.
Bitch, you better walk your ass back to the goddamn.
You better be there when I get home.
Did he ask for a jump? No. Did he say, bitch, you got some spark plugs in the back? No. Did he say, where are you parked? Can you give me a ride? No. He said, bitch, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, I know I'm a motherfucker.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Not playing with her ass.
Sir, at all.
Was crazy. So yeah, but Periwinkle, though, we got the introduction to Pennywise, the actual dancing clown. How did you feel about your boy Billy Skies, Alex? Billy Skies.
Oh, he's great, man. He's always great. He's just got that creepy face on his face. And
face on his face. He actually had some face on his face.
He did have some face. Is that face on my face? Yeah, he was appropriately creepy. And yeah, just perfect casting, man. I'm glad that they brought him back for the show.
Morgan, same question.
Well, I mean, how do you follow what Alex said? It's exactly correct. He's an incredible actor. He's creepy as hell, and he makes Pennywise fun in all of the worst ways.
I'll ask you this then: do well, at least to your knowledge, from your memory, was there anything about Pennywise's origin in the book, as far as what it led to with Bob Gray?
I don't recall any of that. I think that's all
TV show
new, made up for the show kind of information. Yeah. Because I've been following it for since the 80s, I guess 90s, something like that, and I've never known till they did it in the show. So I'm gonna assume that I didn't just read over it. But yeah, I agree with the Simulation Presents as well.
Simulation Presents says, but if any creator will get to finish their story, it's Stephen King over George R.R. Martin. And I know what he meant to say here. He says, excuse me, he says, we'll get to finish. I think he means we'll actually finish. Yeah. Because they both have the ample amount of time. Nobody gonna stop them.
Yeah,
I don't know. George is really old, isn't he?
You know what, Stephen?
They're both really old.
Yeah, when did Stephen King put out a book last though? Like, I don't know. I don't know if he's likely to just write up a motherfucking book just because y'all want one, unless it's
he ain't doing nothing else but spending money.
Neither is George R.R. Martin.
Doing cameos in movies.
That's why George R.R. Martin. He ain't got nothing done either. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't got nothing to do.
But when you got food in both hands, it's hard to type.
He does it in one hand now. Apparently, he a lot of business. He buy a lot of females these days. Apparently, they
everywhere.
Another boy.
Yeah, he just doesn't have enough cocaine in his life, I think.
Right.
Stephen King, that's what fueled a lot of Stephen King's creativity.
Right.
Probably still does.
No, yeah. When you don't do cocaine for a living, you know what I'm saying, it's hard. It's hard to finish, like close a loop on anything. Like you will finish some work, but you can't close it. Like you can't close a loop in a conversation when you're on cocaine. Obviously, motherfuckers, you talk to anybody on cocaine, they will not close a loop on a conversation. But on some work,
you can accomplish a thing.
As soon as they pass out, done. This project.
But will still sometimes have the worst ideas you've ever heard of in your entire life.
That's why them Tower books got conclusions, like to be continues in this bitch, because goddamn,
I'm sobering up to be continued.
Yeah.
I heard that the ending of the first It book, of the It book is one of the worst ideas.
It's a weird way to get rid of a clown.
It's the perfect way to get rid of a clown. If I was a clown, I would leave immediately.
Hey. Yeah, if you start
what are you doing? Stop.
Yeah,
and I just go,
why are you boys in those white t-shirts behind that black couch? What's going on here?
Can we just say that also shouldn't be a reason that a very evil entity that consumes on the fear of others, that should never be the reason that he goes away. He should actually
I don't know what brought his mind to that.
Oh, I know. He was probably on the island hanging out.
Well,
a book.
I don't think he was on the island, but
probably not. But
I don't mean that you have to be. People say, "Oh, he was on the island these days."
He was thinking about it.
I'm just saying, people say he was on the island these days. Like back in the day, it was like when people were gay, they'd be like, "It's like, no, man. Like, just because you was like, this is not to compare the two things, though. It's just like, but just because you was a pedo, don't mean you was on the island. You can still be a pedo, not be.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a Band-Aid. It's like just because it's an adhesive strip doesn't mean it's a Band-Aid.
It's getting deep in here.
No,
it's getting weird.
I was about to say,
well, I'm here. I bring that kind of energy.
If only it had gotten deep. So yeah, the black spot is gone. There are no damn near. I've always wondered in the 80s, like chapter 1 and chapter 2, why are there no black people really in this town? Well, that's because they killed all of them in one fell swoop. In the book, apparently, is 60-something people that were killed in the black spot, and this one is 23-something people.
They updated the green book and said, "Do not go there."
Yeah, exactly. There's just no black people here. The only black people here are the ones who can't leave.
The ones who had it all in a box till Pennywise came along.
So we end up getting Pennywise's daughter. She gets the walking, you know what I mean, the floating. She becomes one of the floating, and then later on in this season, in this episode, at the end of this episode, Will becomes one of the floating as well. How do y'all feel that is going to play out? Because myself, I got a couple of theories, wasn't sure that was going to be the right button, but it was. I got a couple of theories about what I think will happen. But Alex, Morgan, what do you think? Because you done read the books. I'm torn. I'm like, does Will live? He's got to live because Mike's his dad, right? Because then Leroy is his granddaddy, and that's who you see in the movie. So if his movie was with his daddy and his daddy was with his granddaddy and his Will, does he die?
Or does he just become a Manchurian candidate for Pennywise?
No,
all we know is we all float down here. We don't know that we all have to be down here all the time and aware of the floating.
Okay, so I was asking for a spoiler, but you may not have it. That's what you're telling me.
I don't. I don't.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with Will. Alex, what do you? Well, first of all, how did you like that scene?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
terrifying. I was like, "Holy shit, he's here!" He didn't even like take a shower first. He still got blood on his face. But yeah,
It
it
did
was
not occur to me that that was what was going on until I was making a thumbnail for this episode that we're doing right now, and I was looking for shit, and I look at that, and I was like, "Oh yeah." He got blood, like it's a line of blood. I was like, "Whoa!" He went for a new creepy look, like he do a different design, like colorways and shit. Like you get different colors and shit. I thought he was getting it like he was getting some Sauconys. You know how you used to have Sauconys back in the day? You had to get all the colors.
The Pumas.
I thought that's what he did.
Yeah,
But
this is my away jersey. Yeah. Yeah. But
okay.
I did think that it was cool. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Will. I do think at some point something tragic does happen, like years from now, Pennywise related. Maybe he just like goes crazy and kills himself. But he's noticeably absent in the first It movie. It's just like him. It's just Mike and Leroy. So I think that something tragic does end up happening to Will. Just not like maybe not in this series, or maybe we get a flash forward. They explain something what happens to him, because we're obviously not going to go forward in the future after the season's over.
Morgan, you look like you got something you want to say there. Holding on
No,
tight.
I'm just agreeing and nodding along. Yeah, that's pretty much about as spot on as it gets. I mean, we can't really know what happens because none of this was written.
Simulation Presents says, I think he's the downfall. He sees the downfall of Pennywise, talking about Will.
Okay.
That would be interesting. I think that could be accurate because if I'm not mistaken, there's a scene. If I'm not mistaken, there's a part in the book where Mike is being told the story by either his father or Leroy. Like he's being told as an older Mike. Like or Mike before everybody comes back to Derry. Something like that. But in a situation where it's like a flashback type thing where he's telling the story, not we're experiencing all of what we're seeing in this show. So that could be I think that is the path that they would have to take for what Simulation Presents is talking about here, where where Will possibly sees the downfall of Pennywise going forward.
And didn't when Beverly?
Okay, Al, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, and didn't when Beverly? This is more of a question. When Beverly got the floaty stuff, when she saw the lights, didn't she start having visions as well?
She saw visions of all of their futures.
Right. Yeah. So maybe it's something like that with Will too.
A lot of good that did. Trying to
You were warned.
Why did she couldn't save Stanley? Yeah, like Stanley had to die. You can see all this shit.
Stanley just had to go.
What about everybody else who died through that whole thing? Like you couldn't have just did one motherfucking thing to prevent all of these niggas from dying. Crazy. But anyway,
doesn't make good TV.
No, it does not. But yeah, what do you think about those possibilities, Morgan?
I mean, I think that could very well be a possibility. You know, Will might be figuring out whatever the secret is. Doesn't little crazy girl, I can't think of her name, doesn't she still have a piece of the
Lily?
Lily, yeah.
Lily, yeah.
Know what her name is? Her name Lily White.
Yeah, she's still got the piece. So between the two of them, you know, if he can see what the secret is or whatever, and then she's got the magic kill stick, that might be where we're going.
Yeah, I like that.
So maybe they use that as like a pillar because we know that they're not going to kill him. But maybe they just use that as a replacement.
I don't think you can kill him. I think that's the whole thing. You can't kill him. You can.
We killed him in the last one. I mean, in the movie.
But did they?
Well,
I don't remember.
They sent him from. They banished him from their dimension. Is what I will say. How about that?
That makes exactly.
And so I had another. Oh, one more thing. Just was trying to figure. I was like, who the fuck is the? Because Lily, you brought up Lily. Lily's mom. Don't see a lot of her in this. I'm like, me and Alex one day were like, where the fuck is her mama at? Like, where are these people's parents? These people's
She
parents.
done gave up on that girl. That girl crazy. She done gave up.
Like, she's just out here popping pills. And then I looked her up because I was like, what is this? What is this role that you just accepted and you don't do anything? How about this lady is an ex-corn star? I did not know that.
Really?
I was like, what?
The actress playing her mom?
The actress who's playing her mom, if I'm not mistaken. Because I went to IMDb and it has this weird name for her, and I was just like, is that a corn star name?
Perhaps we need to do more research, fellas.
I didn't
Nothing
do any
we can show on this show.
I didn't do any further research as it would not have helped the channel. It wouldn't.
I just want my mommy's little helper.
But
I want that little tin full of pills.
Y'all go out there and handle it on your own. In more ways than one, maybe not. But regardless, you'll do it on your own. You won't do it with us. That's
we'll not be happy. We will not be participating.
Nope.
No live stream.
Yeah. Did they? Yeah, Morgan. To your point, did they say what that is exactly in the tin cans? Mama's Little Helper.
No, but I'm assuming that it's basically MDMA because that's what they would give that shit out at
in the 60s,
dentists and stuff.
No, in the 60s it would have been like in 62. No, it would have had to be like Quaaludes.
Very well.
Benzos, like it's something like that, because MDMA is like a 70s thing, late 70s. Something that she would have got over the counter. It would have had, or like from her doctor, it would have had to been like something like that. Quaalude. It wasn't a Quaalude though, because it was tiny. Nigga, why would you? What are you asking us for? Ask Bobby and Whitney. What are you asking me about?
I got you. Okay. Originally, it was meprobamate, also known as Milltown, and then Valium.
It was a Valium. You know what?
That shit out.
That's exactly what it was.
This is also when you sent your wife to get fingered by the doctor for, to get her head right.
Those were the days.
Yeah, these dudes, little did they know, all they had to do was just suffer through a little bit of carpal tunnel. They could have did that at home. Saved a lot of money. Probably had a decent relationship with their wife. Maybe. I can't make no promises, but shoot, definitely would have saved
chances.
money.
Yeah, better chances that she's going to leave you for her doctor.
Because every woman in town trying to leave for the doctor.
It's disgusting. This practice that we're talking about in jest is horrible. Very disgusting and horrible. Can you imagine being a woman and that's how you have to go into the doctor and have to have that happen? And your doctors have to talk to your husbands after you've had the anyway.
Especially like you got an old 70-something-year-old doctor that it's like, I remember seeing your mom back in the day. But God
damn. There was a movie called Hysteria that came out of like a while back in the early 2000s that with Maggie Gyllenhaal that covered that very subject.
Yes, but she, I believe, was like the one. She was playing a lady who created the vibrator, if I'm not mistaken, and like got it into doctors' offices, and because men are considered the creators of the vibrator at the very beginning, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like one of those. Yeah, y'all forget to tell people that black people and black women actually created shit.
Yeah,
and a lot of y'all didn't create nothing. But I mean,
like great white man energy.
Whitey took a lot, though.
Go check that movie out, y'all, because we're not gonna do any history justice over here. Good God, we're not good at that at all. So Leroy, should Leroy have killed everybody else?
Wait, what? Did Leroy kill everybody?
Trying to get back to the show. Should Leroy have? Should he have just killed everybody?
Oh no, he would have. That nigga would have been dead. I was actually like,
should he made that sacrifice? Should he just pop couple people?
He would have got like 2 people maybe before they put him down, and then they would have went along doing what they was doing. He didn't.
Should he have just got the general?
No,
that's not how.
Because everybody, as far as I'm concerned, everybody in that room is fucking crazy. They all drank the Kool-Aid. Especially that other dude,
drank the army Kool-Aid.
Crew cut guy. He's
you got
Kool-Aid. He literally
racist. I mean, worst case scenario, they take each other out, and then you don't have a burned down building.
You talking about Soldier Boy, Alex? Soldier Boy.
It's like Sean Penn and one battle after another.
Man, Soldier Boy ain't really drank the Kool-Aid. He just in the army. That's just how army niggas is. Because remember, he was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. He's like, you see what this nigga said? This nigga just said that he was motherfucking in this motherfucker. No, I'm going home. I'm going home. You going home too. Wait a minute. He said he sleep? Oh shit! Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Shit, I'm good. They're operating they're operating on arrogance, right? They're not operating on fear at this point. You know, because at the beginning of this episode, Soldier Boy is operating on fear, but he's just like, as soon as they get the clear from Halloran that oh yeah, you know, it is sleep, so you're good. This nigga gets the confidence back. See, you gotta take that confidence back, and I do theorize that will come back to haunt Soldier Boy specifically next episode.
I agree.
Yeah. I think a lot of people's decisions are going to come to haunt them in this next episode. It's going to be a reckoning.
I reckon everybody gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, that's my other big theory. Not really. Everybody gonna die. Ain't none of these motherfuckers gonna live, man.
Nobody's in the
Leroy, the only one gonna live. I don't know how Will gonna live. Will die at some point in time. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, Will's gonna be scarred when everybody else dies, regardless.
He died on the inside a little bit.
Floaty or not, he's gonna be scarred when all of his friends and family are dead.
Any crazy predictions y'all want to throw down? I threw down predictions last week, or damn near every week, and I'd be right. So what y'all got something for me?
I do think that there is going to be a slight time jump where we do find out what happens to Will. And I think that the removal of the pillars is going to fuck with the 27-year hibernation period gap thing, and maybe Pennywise does do something to Will after he's all grown up, and then they find a way to put him back into hibernation, and then he comes back in the 80s. I don't know.
I'm here for that.
That's a stretch, but I think there might be a time jump.
I got a little odd theory that may or may not be anything.
Good.
Yeah, maybe, and just maybe, since we all know that this is all interdimensional stuff with Stephen King and multiverses and such anyway, we're just operating from the assumption that the 80s we know is this same universe.
Yeah, because it could canonically be different. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same as the movies.
Right. So Will's course could take a totally different direction and we don't know nothing.
Will's course could be corrected.
Whatever.
Is that what you're trying to say right now?
Woo-wee! This nigga got some $1 million words, don't he?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood and thought it doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, then you would enjoy our bi-weekly series, Does It Hold Up?, where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if it is as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Oh man, that's a.
Does it hold up?
Does it hold up? Have you ever watched it? Do you get a link? You should tap it in the description. Or
the old school drop part takes me back to Saturday mornings every single time. Right there in front of the TV.
Yeah, it's satisfyingly nostalgic.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all this show is.
We're your old men doing nostalgia, and if you drop in, we tell you what it was like back in 2022.
That's facts. That's facts.
You didn't see that coming?
Oh man. Fifth Band, thank you for joining us. Well, Alex.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, as far as like you said that this show is like mostly nostalgia. I was just gonna say, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Well, to be fair.
To be fair.
Who doesn't love nostalgia?
Who doesn't love nostalgia? You know what?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I throw out some nostalgia right at y'all right there. But Morgan, Fifth Bantha, thank you so much for joining us. Where can the people find you?
Man, mostly here. If you play video games, I'm usually around on Xbox as the Fifth Bantha. I'm INENT on PlayStation, and otherwise I'm really easy to find here, whether on video or in the chat, Mondays and Thursdays, live, ready to talk to you. So pop in.
Popping like little popcorns. Pop, 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 pop. Sorry. Little delicious pops. Alex, where can the people find you, sir?
You can find me right here on the Drunk Banthas podcast every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Also on the Drunk Banthas channel, where I put out video essays and film reviews. Just put out a review of Wicked for Good. Keep an eye out for reviews for Avatar, Fire and Ash, and Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme. Yeah, got a video coming out for that. And me and Bill have a longer conversation where we get deep into the spoilers of the film that'll be dropping when the movie comes out. But yeah, my review will also be coming out around that time, spoiler free.
Review of what now?
Avatar.
How much they pay to sponsor here? You
Oh,
played
they
it twice.
did.
Yeah,
Damn,
you
they
played it
did.
twice for free.
Well, I mean, it's not for free. You guys, all of YouTube is for free, and that's why you need to come watch the show, watch the video when it drops on the Drunk Banthas channel. This is why we do things here, baby. We do it so that y'all will watch it. So please do us a favor and make sure that fucking happens. For Nerds at Night, for Drunk Banthas streams, for Jedi Master Grayson, Fifth Bantha, I am your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill, and this has been another fucking beautiful night of a Thursday Bantha Bunch show. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and may the Force